Well, hello there. Now, as you can see, I am back with these cupboards. I got them last week from the car boot sale. They are really badly painted in some sort of white chalk paint, maybe. And now you see that I have the Guild hot air gun. Now, I did a little film about the Guild hot air gun last week. This is my first time of using it. And as you can see, I'm using it with the tool that comes with it. It's a triangle thing which is attached to the handle with two nuts and bolts. I must apologise that in the background of this voiceover you can hear my parrot. He's liking to join in. Yeah, I know you do, Buzz, but yeah, so he's joining in. He wasn't actually with us while I was doing the paint stripping. So look, I'm waving it around. Every time I try to apply pressure to this triangle tool, the nuts and bolts that hold the top on loosen. I don't know if you can actually see that the actual triangle part of it is wobbling backwards and forwards. I'm like, well, what is the point of that? Why couldn't you just put a triangle piece on the end of the post? Why these two bolts? Why this threaded bolts? I don't know, but you cannot press down on the tool to get the paint on. Now, the last time I used a hot air gun like this has got to be 30 or more years ago. And in those days, we had the paint that was lead-based. So you would, look, yeah, burnt myself, yeah, that was clever. Metal tool, heated up underneath the air gun, burnt myself. Let that be a lesson to you. So I'm back again now, and you can see my elbow working away. But when my elbow moves, you'll see I've got a normal paint scraper. So this normal paint scraper does the job perfectly well. I don't know why they couldn't have put one of these in the Guild pack when they sold it, but no, unto themselves. Now what I'm trying to do here is to show you about getting into the fiddly bits, because it's very easy to strip paint with on the flat bits like that area, but you want to go the fiddly bits. Now the Guild paint stripper came with a glass protecting nozzle, but as you can see I'm just using the concentrated nozzle to go around the glass. I've got a normal paint scraper, and what I'm also using is a ball of steel wool. It's actually a pan scrubber. I think you can see that in my hand. And the pan scrubber is working incredibly well. You can't seem to tell as much, but the paint is actually coming off really quite fast. I mean, this video is less than 10 minutes long, and you will be able to see how much I can actually remove. And with the wire wool, sorry, not the wire wool, with the stainless steel pan scrubber, I can go on all these twiddly bits that ordinarily you wouldn't be able to do. And I think the pan scrubber works incredibly well. So yeah, as I was saying, the last time I used a hot air gun like this was well over 30 years ago. And in those days it was lead-based paint offered, and so what you were waiting for was for the paint to start to melt and bubble, and then you would scrape it off. Well, this is a water-based, it's got to be a water-based paint, and underneath that there is a very thin layer of coloured varnish, dark wood varnish, that will have been the original finish, and that is infuriatingly difficult to get off. I mean, you couldn't normally get it off with paint stripper, you know, the liquid paint stripper, but this hot air gun seems to be getting off really easily. Now the reason I bought the hot air gun was because I saw a television program that burnt the wood. So it turned the wood from brown to black, and then you'd give it a nice little oiling with some sort of wax, and it would ebonize the wood and make it look really, you know, dark wood and interesting. And when I first got these cupboards, I thought, you know what, I want to do them black, and then I will just add some little bits of gold leaf accents on the twiddly bits. But as I start to get this coating off, it occurs to me that I have no idea where I'm going to put these cupboards at all. And if I blacken them without knowing where I'm going to put them, then that's something I cannot reverse. So all I'm doing at this stage is taking the paint off. So I'm basically preparing them for whatever finish that I want to do. Now, can you see there? Oh, yeah, I've gone and burnt myself again. I had heated up the little handle to try and get the paint off from around the edge, and then I go and try and remove the little metal handle. Here you can see some woodworm in that one piece of wood. So looking there now, I've taken the little handle off the cupboards, and so I can clean the rest of the paint off them. Now you see we've got one cupboard there that is finished, and I would say give or take that was maybe a 2.5-3 hour job, possibly. I mean, I wasn't watching, but you can see there was at some point some sort of attachment on either side of these, which has given me inspiration. I might want to attach something to the sides, and you can see that I have scorched the wood in places by accident and turned it darker than it was originally. That's, I think, where the woodworm is again. So we've got the one that it was, that's one I did earlier, and here's one I did earlier. That's the before and after. So I've literally just taken off the badly painted white paint. And now, before long, you will be able to see the damage I have done to my hands. So yeah, I'm working on the second one, but here we go. These are certainly not well moisturized hands, with the little burn at the top of the finger, which then turned into, for some reason, a blood blister. Nice. So getting back, I just thought I would leave the last little bit of paint to strip off to show you that the hot air gun really does get rid of the paint in all the little areas, the curves and the little spindles and everything. I mean, I love these cupboards. I think they, for some reason, they remind me of crowns. I don't know why. And then I was looking back at this video and I thought, crowns, and we're in the blooming Jubilee year. You know, maybe I should be doing, instead of them all black with accents of gold, maybe they should just be totally gold leaf them. I don't know. Part of me was thinking about maybe doing some sort of brightly coloured spotty painterly effect on them. I just don't know. So for this video was about the Guild hot air gun. It was about getting some bits of furniture back to the base coat, ready for inspiration to strike me for the next stage of the development. I mean, I don't know where I'm going to put them. I must say that the handles are both off them now, the little metal handles. I've kept those, and I did notice that the little shelves that go with the cupboards were actually inside one of the cupboards. So I'm lucky enough that they are intact. Part of me is thinking that maybe they would look cool hung upside down. So instead of this way up where they're sitting, if I hang them upside down, I've got a bigger square shelf at the top that I could put things on and have them trailing down, which might be quite interesting. But again, as I say, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. So I'm going to store them in my shipping container of delights. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.